we can use the compose. You can see here. You see attacher. Using attacher, you can stick or start or stick a thing to your gripper or the mechanism you have been defined. Okay. So where you can before we uh using the compose, we can add a wire first. I just simply using the cylinder right here. Uh, no, you know this, right? Create a cylinder. So you see the wire, right? So how do we attach using a attach function right here simulation. You can see here we have a configure. There is a one it tells you station logic. That means the logic you can using in the station but not in the real world. We just give it a fake movement for performance fake performance for the simulation, not in the real world. So you after you click the station logic, you can see here. You can see the design, compose, and the signal and connection. Yeah. So in the compose, so you can see as here, right? Yeah. Then your robot and your gripper and the cylinder you have been drawn. So how do we add the things here? You can see add component. Uh, for the simulation, all of the function, not function. We call yes component. Component is you using you using layers function at here add a component. So if you click component, you can see they have a lot of things you can choose. They also have PLC. I don't know what the PLC doing that here. Yeah, but here but even the signal you can see here timer counter something like that. So actually, component here can help you to calculate something. Yeah. So by this situation, we because we want to attach, right? So here action. You can see here I have the attacher and the attacher. We will use both of them because you attach no, you use the attach, but how do you get rid of? Yeah, so you need the attacher. Okay, so for this case, you have to add the attacher. So you click, so it gives you a smart component. Right here. Okay. And another thing, because for the simulation, when you change the wire's position, you attach, right, and then you go to another place and you detach, so you put it down, right. But how about how about to restart or renew your simulation environment? You cannot, right? Y- for the software, you move the thing to another place, you cannot move back. You know, you don't. I mean, every time you move back, you're using you by yourself, right? It's really noisy. Uh, Not really convenient, right? So here, you can see here we have the positioner. Positioner can helps you to remember the part or the place of the part. So every time you're using the positioner, so it will move the things back to the place you assign. Okay, so we're using the three: the attacher, and the positioner. Using positioner is because we will have to reset the environment. Do you know what I? Do you know what the? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, to helps you to reset all the environment. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah. 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 Okay. So uh yes. You see here also have another things in another project I will using the pulse mover because for something like the motor will rotate, right? So how you simulate in the software, you will using pulse mover because you want to rotate, right? Yeah. So pulse mover and joint mover can help you to move the mechanism or the robot. But the robot we will using the function, right? Rapid function, so we will not using the pulse mover here at all. Okay, for the smart component we using we using those one here. And after you add your smart components, you will show that here. Always position the attacher and the attacher. So you see, so yeah, here attacher and the attacher it tells you you need a IO signal. You will need a signal to uh target the uh you need a signal to to trigger to trigger the attacher or the attacher to doing something. So so it's not like the rapid. The commander the PP go to here and then it will command and we will execute this line. But the smart component is different. You need to use the IO. signal. So if you want to add it into the rapid, so you will using signal to trigger the smart component here. So that's why he gives you signal and the connection here. So before you before you're using the attacher and deattacher, we need a signal, right? So of course we have to add a signal by ourselves because this is in a simulation, not in the real world. So here, controller rapid is fine. You can see here configuration. Here have I/O system. Okay, and then you will see a lot of type, the signals type. The most we were using here is signal, right? Signal. You mean type of signal here. Some of them are DO, some of them are DI. But by ourselves, because we have to create one, right? So the mouse that's as signal, and then you right click here. Okay, you can create a new signal. So you can give the name, maybe because we want to attach and detach wire, right? So we give the name like touch wire. And for the type, because you know how to trigger. Did you know how to trigger? Uh, the station gives the signal to the smart component, and the smart component will start it. So for the smart component, no, for the controller, I mean station, for the station is output. To give the signal to the smart component, right? So is that DI or DO? Station gives the signal to the smart component. So that is DI or DO. Yes. Yes, because the station gives the signal, right? So for the station, it's output. So actually you only need to give the name and type, and another default is fine. And then it will tell you have to restart it, so it will renew the controller. Uh, but not only the attach, we still need the attach, right? So the attach is another signal because you cannot using the same signal to doing different things, right? In the physical, the one signal is doing for only one thing, right? It can only open or close, right? But it cannot doing twice things. Okay, so here we need to add another signal for the attach. So the detach wire, and the type of signal also is output. Okay, so you see here the attach and the attach one. All of them are the digital output. And then here you can restart. Yeah, because the controller tells you have to restart to renew the signal. Yeah, because if you don't restart, the station didn't know will not know the signal you have added. So you have to restart again. So you see right here, it gives you the status running or restarting, and then you can wait it. Okay. So by now the signal have been added to the confirm to for the station. So station now can see the attached wire and detached wire signal. Okay, so we're back to the station logic. Oh, positioner more simple. We only using it here. He didn't need a signal because the positioner. I can tell you using another way to tell you. Mm, we because we run the rapid, right? We're using the signal to control when we pick when we attach the wire and when we detach wire. But how about the restart or restart the environment? We will not we won't run the restart at a rapid, right? We won't run we won't because they have because no function to help you to recover the things back. Oh, mm, yeah, yeah. I hear you. I think you have been know the reset will help you. Sometimes will help you to move the thing back, but not every time. Uh, sometimes it will still have the thing still will stay at there, and you have to drag by yourself. So that's why we still need the positioner to help you to move the things back to the original position more faster. But it didn't need a signal because it click uh, because you when you move it back it's not in a rapid. I mean rapid is not running. You recover by yourself, but not running. Okay. So how do we link the signal with a smart component? Here, signal and connection. Here you can see LIL connection. So you will see the source. The source have many things. The we can I think we construct the position first. So by by I say the by just say the positioner we're not we're not using in a rapid. So actually you don't need to communicate with the controller. So you only communicate with whole module at here and the target will assign to position. Mm, wait, let me see. Uh, oh, wait. Let me back to to the first. Uh, before you add the positioners I connection, you have to let me try that. Mm, Mm, mm. Let me see the answer. I forgot. Mm. Oh, 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 oh. That is different with the attach, attach and the detach signal. Uh, for the because you want to because you want the wire back to the original position, right? So that is so for the station, you give the signal. That is you give the signal uh to the station. So for the signal, so position for the positional signal is DI point because you give the signal to the station, tells the station I want to move the things back to the original position. So that is using DI, not DO. So that's different position, yeah, for the position because you tells the station I want to move the thing back. So that means you give the signal to the station, right? So for the station is input. So I hear you. So I hear you add a signal. It's using input, not output. But actually, I think output. I think output you still can. I mean, add a signal. Adding the signal you can using at here. Not only I showed you at the configure. I mean adding. I think here still can add. So you give the name. Okay, so for I/O connection, you can let's time you will see because you need a source. You need a source object. Source object is for whole file, right? You click the position. You will trigger all of the thing back to. You will trigger the smart component in name positioner, and positioner will move all of the things to the original position. So the signal is the signal is the things you have added, di, and the target. So the target would be positional because you want to click. You want to click you want to click the button to help you to move all the thing back, right? So the target object will be position. So you have to know the relationship between them. Which one is which one is the source object, which one is the source signal, and which would be the target object. You will trigger. And here you also can choose the type. A lot of time we're using execute because we only want to trigger something. So we will using execute. Other times you can choose the transform for I don't know what is that doing, but yeah. So after you give the okay, you will show that here, and also now you will see here. Oh, I can explain here first. Here you can see the input and output, right? In input and output. Here's input and output. That means the whole station's logic. It's not the controllers. Controllers are here. This this one. This one is the controllers. So for the controller signals, you will see here. Uh, you see attach wire and detach wire. The signal will put it here, but just I say because because the layer different. The the position here, the position here. I assigned it to the whole to the whole module, not the station. So for the whole module, it will show the IO here, different with the station's IO. So they have two IO different. So I hear the position is really easy. Only that position only that. For the so how about the attacher and deattacher? This time, if you want to add an attacher, right? You want to using the rapid to when the command going to this line, and then it will give the signal to trigger the smart component, right? So I hear the source object will be your controller. Yes. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I show you here. I have been recording right now. Yeah, never mind. Uh, because the deattacher and attacher signal we using at a station, right? It's not in the whole module. So you have to know the source object. This time the source object would be not the whole module, only in your station. And of course, so your signal will be you can construct the attacher, right? First. So this time your target will be attacher. You can think of the relationship between them. We're using the signal. We're using the attached signal, attached wire. The signal named attached wire to trigger the object will be attacher, and then the attacher will tells it tells the rope station to attach the things to your gripper. So the relationship will be the linear. Okay, so the target property also execute. So for another, the attachment is the same one. But you using another signal, you you have been construct the attach one for the attacher. Okay, so after you have been added, you can see here. It will help you to link. But I think you link by yourself with can also have the same function. So here you can auto arrange. It can help you to arrange it to make you more easier to see. Okay, by here. So by here you can see what the positioner need. It shows at the left side. The positioner for its name. That means uh set the things to one place, right? So of course, you see here the properties position right here. So of course the positioner all still need to assign the things. So right here there are left things you can choose. Which thing will you want to set the position? The wire, right? So here you see your wire, the part two. So here you can assign the part two. And then so of course you have to give the position, right? If you have been set your position, so I think you know how to do. You you copy, right? You copy it here. Copy the position and then orientation relative to what? And here you have paste. Okay. So after you apply, you can double click and you can see the property. So you see here it has been um yeah you the number you gave it have been put it here. We will talk about how to use after we have setting all finish. After we have setting finish. Mm, is that finish? Anything? Let me think. Let me think. Anything else? By the way, you see here here's that of the things that is because we have 10 wire. So I need to give the 10 position. Oh no, 10 attacher and the attacher. That is because the wire they are the individual, right? So that's why you have to 10. Oh yeah. Uh it reminds me. Your gripper have the mechanism, right? But it cannot extend it when when you are when you are similar, right? You can adjust by yourself, but you cannot let it extend when it running rapid, right? So here you see, here you see. That's why we're using the pulse mover. So the pulse mover will have to help you to move the using the mechanism when you are using the mechanism by you have been constructed the mechanism like gripper or other things motors motor things stuck on the thing stuck on the motor. You can let it rotate or move it or something like that. We were using the pulse mover. So it's the same way with the that is the same way with the attacher and the detacher. You can check it. You can check it by your computer. But today I simply tells you how to attach your wire and detach your wire and then recover the environment. The pulse mover you can try by yourself. Okay, so for attacher and detacher is more it's not many things to do. Only that. You can see the attacher and the detacher, the positioner at here laid out. So because they are the components, so it will show it at here. So of course, for the positioner, you have to set the things, right? So the attacher and the detacher is the same one. You have to assign the things, assign the wire. Here, parent is your wire. Oh no, the parent. Uh, Here you see the parent and the child. The parent, because we want to attach, right? So we have of course because we want to attach. So you know we have to assign two things, right? Where our target is the wire and what things you want to attach. Gripper, right? So of course the parent would be the gripper, and the child will be your wire. So don't mix up the relationship. If you mix up I think the simulation will tells you wrong because the attach means the things stuck it at there, but if you upside, I think you, the yeah, maybe it will not work or the robot cannot move because it attached at there. It cannot move it. Yeah. So don't miss the relationship between them. And the offset and the orientation you don't need to assign because we only want to attach. The position we were using the position to help you move back. So here we were not using offset. So you apply. Oh, you don't need to update the position because the detacher didn't have the position. That is the component. It will not show on the whole how to say it, on the whole environment. So here for the detacher, only for the child. So who you want to detach? Yeah, yeah, okay. It will tells you the attacher and the detacher have the place, but actually it's not important because it is the signal. The signal will trigger. Okay, so I hear you can see because you have been assigned a position to the positioner. So you will see here the position have been updated number, right? Update. And another thing also tells you the parent you have been assigned it here, right? And then the wire and then the line, the arrow. The arrow tells you, oh, when in the rapid when you trigger the IO signal I hear, and what the signal do, what the signal will do. So I here you see when you trigger the attach wire, and it will comes here to execute the attachment. When you trigger the attacher did one signal, and we will trigger the attacher. Okay, so the construct end at here for all. And what they are doing, what they are doing, I have showed you. I show you positioner first. Positioner, you tells me what is the positioner do. Yes. Okay. So maybe we move it to another place. Like here, right? We want the wire back to the original position. Before you learn it, at least you have to drag by yourself, right? I hear IO simulator. Yes, the IO simulator it shows you it can help you to simulate all of the signal. Oh, you cannot set the DO, of course, because the DO is for control by the controller. But you can change the input. Okay, so here you can select the controller. So of course, so you can see the station signal and the controller first, and the controller itself. Because I've said it right, they have the two type of signal. One is for the whole module, and then one is for the controller. They are using different. They are different. You and also using a different signal, and the positioner using the module signal, right? So I hear module signal. That means the station, and the IRB is the controller, right? Controller signal. So that's why you see the IO. IO is the default signal, the name's default signal by the controller itself. But for the station, okay, so now you see for the station only have the position that's only have the input you have been assigned. You have been construct. So I here you can see the zero, right? Now it's low. All right, so for the orientation is wrong. Because I can Oh, don't forget to paste to the orientation. Yeah, I just only paste the position. Okay, so we can move again, even though you change the orientation. Uh, so by the IO setting, when you trigger the position, I hear the input. When you trigger the input, it will move the things, right? So what is trigger from 0 to 1? So from 0 to 1, oh yeah, but 1 to 0 doesn't have nothing because we don't set the when you trigger to low. So for the positioner, that's the whole function. Only that, yeah, only that. But like I said, if you have the 10 wire at the same time, you need to set the 10 positioner. No, no, because at the station logic, uh, yeah, wait, oh yes, because I tell you why. I tell you why you have to. They can have the same name, but you still have to set the 10 position. I mean, for the signal can using for the 10 10 positioner link with the one signal, and then you press the signal. You change the signal to 0 to 1, right? And you will trigger all of the positioner to make the things back. So that means you only need you only need the one positioner, but you still have to but you no, you have you only need one signal, but you still have the 10 position because the position only can assign one thing one time at one time. So if you have the 10 wire, still need the 10 position to help them to assign to each place. But for the recover, for the trigger signal, you only need one because all of them can link to the one signal, right? Mm, little different because I mean the trigger is different because we're using the rapid to help we're using the signal run in the rapid to trigger the attachment and the deattachment. Not like the station logic. Not like the station for the whole module. You can click by yourself. I think maybe you can find that here. Oh no, yeah, the you can see still the attach and detach still will show that here, uh but we will not using that here because if you trigger, the things will stuck will stick to the gripper right now. But you want, right? You don't want, right? You only want when rapid rounded to that line and then stick. I mean for here, that is the user for the user interface. you can trigger. Of course, you can trigger the signal right now, but you will not. But you don't need, right? The attacher and the detacher, you just only want to uh stick when you are running the rapid. So actually you can use, but it's not but you will not using you- only for a test. Yeah. Yeah. Only Lilith only helps you to see it's work or not. Okay. So for how to attach, we can give a point. Mm, okay, here and then uh okay. I just simply gave the point. Maybe I hear. Maybe I hear, and then uh, you have been know that we if you want to attach, right, you have to going to go when 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 will we attach? Yeah, yeah. So maybe give move it to here. Also, we maybe we have may give it a movement. So we will go here first and then back to here. Okay, and then check the reachability is good. Okay, so and then we can back to the rapid. Oh, I'm using the wrong file. Oh, that is another file than this. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. A common then. Oh, uh, single. We can single first. I mean, Um, wait. Okay, you can see. Okay. Oh, the TCP is wrong. Oh, the TCP. Uh, oh, 这太奇怪了。 enough. Oh, finally. Oh, so close. The one thing is that you have to know that you have to make sure the point would be too close or too far, right? Yeah, so that's why I face this. That's why I deal with this problem. Let me see. Set too close. Okay, finish it quickly. So after you go to the target 20, you have to attach, right? So here. So the line, so the code will be after you move it to target 20. The works just like how you adjust, how you trigger the IO. I have decided that the trigger will be you can using the pause or set, right? So maybe you can give set. You see, if you do the right, if you do the right, then you will shows you attach wire here. Oh, you use pulse or set is fine. Set, if you're using set, don't forget to give the value. But if you're using pulse, it's for uh pulse only for high. So maybe you pick the wire. So you try it at home. I only tells you the final result. You after you set you trigger the after you trigger the the IO I hear attach wire, and then you will attach first. And after go to the place you want to pick it up, you want to put it down. So you will give another. So set to again. All of them are the trigger one, right? So you give one. And if you but there's one thing, if for the attacher, if you don't give if you don't turn the value back to the zero, it will attach forever. So you still need to you have you need the attacher to stop attach the thing. Otherwise it will attach forever. And even though you reset, it will still attach. So that's why, for my experience, every time when you when you use the positioner, right, you will make the things back, and and you can still can give the signal to the attacher. Give the signal to the attacher makes the attacher stop. So you see here for my design, the positioner give the position, and he also here uh here you will see this line also give the attacher to make sure every time when you are running the simulation, the wire will not the wire 1 to 10 will not always attach on the grip gripper, because every time when you maybe you will not wait the 10 wire to go to the position, right? You may stop at the one at any time, but for the rapid, the PP go to execute that line, and then you stop, the signal will still hold it at there. Even you reset the signal also at there. So that's why in my experience, when I using the positioner, I reset off the IO. That is important. Okay, so by that, am I showing before the attach? Okay, so for here, I show you, and then you do that at home. It's the station, right? IO simulator, and then you choose to the station signal, and then you can make all of the wire back and also deattach. So you started to simulate, and then you will see, and then you deattach like this. You go to the different place, and then you deattach. And if you stop it, you will. I move it. I move it to. I move it. Shows you. You see, the thing still stuck at it, even though. And right now you cannot reset. So that's why. So that's why every time. So that's why we link when you trigger the positioner, we will detach. Okay. So you can construct. You're using the old file you know, and then you try to link, not link, make the position and the attach and the detach to make the wires move to the socket. Okay, that's all.